tolls on the Brent Spence Bridge a step closer to reality tonight. Well, a bill allowing public and private partnerships called P3 has passed the Kentucky House.
Those who support tolls see it as major progress. Now it's the Senate's turn to consider the idea, and WLWT News 5's Brian Hamrick was in Frankfort today for this developing story.
Well, the latest bill would make tolls possible, not inevitable. But what has many people in greater Cincinnati on edge is that those with no real interest in the Brent Spence, maybe wouldn't even use it, will play a key role in making the decision. Despite the P3 bill passing the House, the road to tolling the Brent Spence would take some extensive detours. On the anti-side of tolling, Arnold Simpson added those.
I think some of the good government measures that we placed on the bill will preclude the state of Kentucky and Ohio from being jeopardized by rushing into a project. 3 amendments will make an impact on Brent Spence tolling, from requiring a cost-benefit analysis to a requirement that ends tolling when construction is paid off. Adam Koenig, who says he's anti-tolls, nonetheless voted for the P3 bill.
It's not a nail in the coffin for the anti-tolls. There's protections in there against immediate tolling. They would still require an action of the legislature to do that.
And the P3 bill still has to pass the Senate too. They passed a similar bill last year, but there's no guarantees this time around.
Some of these public-private partnerships concerns me, in that around the country some of them have not been very successful and have gone bankrupt, and the public has had to pay the expense of them.
But here in the Kentucky legislature, it's most likely the Brent Spence will have little to do with whether a new law is passed.
I think the P3 legislation is another tool that we can use to fund projects around the state.
Ernie Harris is chair of the Senate Transportation Committee.
My guess is that most of my colleagues around the state would say, Northern Kentucky, if you want the bridge, you're going to have to accept tolling.
An opinion that puts the opposite side across a gap the size of the Ohio River. The other factor to consider in all of this is time. Legislators only have a couple of weeks left in this session. Brian Hamrick, WLWT News 5.
How the bill fares in the Senate could depend on which Senate committee gets it. The Transportation Committee is chaired by a legislator who is more supportive of the legislation. The Appropriations Committee, though, chaired by an anti-tolls proponent.